What's up, guys? Welcome back to Econ EXP. Today's episode is like the political version of Marvel versus DC, Democrats versus Republicans. Who's got the better superpowers? Who's saving the day? Or at least trying not to mess it up? We'll break down the key differences between these two major U.S. political parties. It's like a political face-off, but with less drama and more facts. Let's get to it. Let's start with core ideologies. Democrats are like the proactive superhero squad, always ready to jump in with a government plan for every problem. Picture them with their social welfare programs gadget and progressive taxation blueprint. They believe the government should play a major role in solving social and economic issues, sort of like a superhero who can't help but fix every problem they see. On the flip side, Republicans are the rugged individualists, preferring a hands-off approach. Imagine them as lone wolves with their free market solutions toolkit and lower taxes cape. They think less government interference is the way to go, championing personal liberties and a strong national defense. It's a classic team collaboration versus do-it-yourself debate. So, whether you're rooting for team hands-on or team hands-off, there's plenty to unpack. Economic policies are where things get really interesting. And a bit like a buffet, Democrats are all about the full buffet approach. They advocate for progressive taxation and higher minimum wages to tackle income inequality. Imagine them serving up social programs and infrastructure projects as if it's a never-ending buffet. They believe that more government spending can stimulate economic growth, like adding extra toppings to make everything better. Republicans, however, prefer a potluck dinner. Everyone brings their own benefits, and the government stays out of the kitchen. They argue that lower taxes and reduced government spending are the secret ingredients for a thriving economy. They believe that entrepreneurial freedom and market efficiency drive growth, sort of like letting everyone pick their own toppings and trust that it'll turn out great. Who's your favorite chef in this economic kitchen? Social issues? This is where we get to the party planning. Democrats are like the ultimate party hosts, rolling out the red carpet for everyone. LGBTQ+ rights, reproductive rights, and universal health care. It's an inclusive bash where everyone gets a +1. They aim to create a more inclusive society with strong protections for marginalized groups, sort of like inviting everyone and making sure they feel welcome. Republicans, on the other hand, are more into traditional family dinners. They focus on personal responsibility, traditional family structures, and private healthcare solutions. Think of it as a more classic gathering where they stick to what they know best and keep things on a familiar menu. It's a cozy family dinner versus an open house party. Which event sounds more appealing to you? Military and foreign policy. It's like choosing between peace talks and a show of force. Democrats generally advocate for reduced military spending and a cautious approach to foreign interventions. They're the diplomacy dream team, focusing on international cooperation and avoiding conflicts. Picture them with peace signs and negotiation tables. Republicans, however, are all about boosting military power and taking a strong stance on the global stage. They believe that a robust national defense is essential for global stability. Imagine them with military gear and strategic plans, ready to take action. It's a peace talks versus military might showdown. Which strategy would you prefer leading the charge? When it comes to environmental policies, the debate is as lively as a tree planting festival versus a coal convention. Democrats are the green warriors, pushing for aggressive environmental regulations and investments in clean energy. They're all about saving the planet and keeping things green, sort of like they've got a personal mission to plant trees wherever they go. Republicans, on the other hand, are skeptical about the climate change hype and argue that strict regulations might slow down economic growth. They prefer market-based solutions and believe that innovation can tackle environmental issues without heavy-handed rules. Think of them as the Let's Innovate camp, focusing on technology and efficiency. It's a tree huggers versus tech innovators face-off. Which side are you on in this green debate? Immigration policies are like hosting a global open house versus a strict guest list. Democrats support pathways to citizenship for undocumented immigrants and advocate for more lenient enforcement policies. They're like the welcoming committee, aiming to balance border security with humanitarian concerns. Picture them with a welcome banner and open arms. Republicans, however, emphasize strict border controls and a merit-based immigration system. They focus on national security and legal immigration, sort of like they've got a guest list with very specific criteria. It's a friendly welcome versus strict checkpoint scenario. Where do you fall on the immigration guest list? Healthcare debates are like choosing between a cozy blanket and a competitive race. Democrats advocate for government-run healthcare systems like Medicare and Medicaid, aiming for universal coverage. They're offering a big, comforting blanket that covers everyone, hoping to ensure everyone gets the care they need. Republicans prefer a market-based approach where private providers compete to offer the best care. They argue that competition will drive innovation and reduce costs. It's like a healthcare race where providers compete for your business. It's a blanket of care versus competitive providers' dilemma. Which healthcare model suits your needs? How do Americans view these parties? According to recent surveys, Republicans are often seen as patriotic, strong, and capable, but also as corrupt and extreme. Democrats are viewed as open-minded, inclusive, and responsible, but also as corrupt and out of touch. It's a mixed bag of perceptions. How do you see them? Navigating this political divide is like trying to get two rival sports teams to agree on a halftime show. To bridge the gap, we need to promote bipartisanship by fostering dialogue and compromise. Think of it as creating a winning play that incorporates elements from both teams. Supporting independent voices can offer alternative perspectives and reduce partisan gridlock. It's like adding a new player to the team who brings a fresh perspective. Focusing on common goals like economic prosperity and social well-being can help find shared ground. Emphasize what we all want: good jobs, safety, and a fair society. Encouraging civic engagement ensures that people are informed and involved in the political process. After all, a well-informed public is essential for bridging gaps and achieving balanced policy. Thanks for sticking around on this political roller coaster. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment, and subscribe for more engaging content. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the philosophies and policies of each party. Until next time, this is Abhiraj Konduru, and this is Econ EXP signing off.